Welcome to It Was Never You, where we talk about complex PTSD, narcissism, and recovery from complex PTSD. So, a topic that I wanted to go over today was saying no. What happens when you're raised in a toxic environment with parents that are narcissistic or say toxic, that as a baby, babies say no, right? They'll cry. They will just be so unapologetic about their no. You tell a kid to do something and they'll say no. And with narcissistic abuse, what ends up happening is your no gets slowly taken away from you, where you are not allowed to say no to anything, and you have to narcissism is about power and control. It's about submission. It's about subjugation. Those are the tenets of narcissism. They seek power and they seek control. So in order for you to get power and control, you need to subjugate. You need to put people in a state of fear, and you need to remove their ability to say no, their ability to have their own opinions and to be able to stick by their opinions. So the message today is, what ends up happening is you become a people pleaser, and you're not able to say no, and you feel guilty when you do say no, even if it's something that is out of your realm of ability. So for example, if you have a full plate, you have kids, you have a job, you have a home, you have a husband, you have a wife, you have all these things going on, you don't feel as if you're able to say no. And on top of it, if you do say no, what ends up happening is you don't just firmly say no. You have to qualify it. Well, I'm going to say no, but this is why, and you're going to be apologetic, and you're going to explain things thoroughly, and sometimes you may give too much information because you feel like you need to justify, and you don't want to be seen as a bad person. Because narcissism, when you're raised in a toxic environment, it will teach you that there is something inherently wrong with you, that there is something you are just bad. So you need to please people, and you need to hide who you really are and your true self, because that true self and who you really are is unwanted, and it will never be good enough. I just want to give you a message today that is not true. That is not true, and you are allowed to say no and not qualify it. You don't have to give a further explanation. Do you want to go out to dinner? No, I'm sorry, I really don't. But thank you, though. That's it. Can you help me move my home? No, I can't at the moment. I'm sorry, I'm not able to. This is good enough. A no is a full sentence. Full stop. No, full stop. It doesn't need to have any other... Now, this is not to say, obviously, as logical people, this is not to say no to everything. But I just want you to know that take a moment, think about it. Think about how your ability, even if it may not have been, if your ability to say no was squashed, and if you have tenets of being a people pleaser, so that would be something that you would want to look into to help yourself, not necessarily to fix, because then that denotes that is a broken piece of you, but just so you can have some balance and some boundaries. There's a book, it's called People Pleasing. I did forget the author, but I believe the cover is red and orange. It is a good book, and it explains the people-pleasing dynamic, and it can help you to get more boundaried and to have more of a balance as to where you don't feel as if you're running ragged and just doing everything for everybody, and you feel like you don't exist anymore. You're just at people's service, because I don't believe that's how we are supposed to be, because it leads to anxiety and stress, and you just feel like you're being pulled all over the place and you're just fatigued. So no is a powerful word. No is what we teach our daughters and our sons. If somebody touches them inappropriately, you say no, and you tell somebody. Narcissism and toxicity takes away that ability. It works to take it away, because you are to be subjugated. And my message today is just work on how you feel when you say no and why you feel that way. And if you have guilt linked to it and you feel like you have to do everything for everybody and never any time for yourself, maybe that's something that you want to take a look into and help yourself to grow and to find a balance. And if these videos are useful to you or you find any use from them, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.